Hanoi, the heart of Vietnam, shines with its vibrant culture and arts embodying the depth of its history and the spirit of its people. Throughout the centuries, these elements have shaped the capital's identity, from Ca-Chu, a traditional Vietnamese music and folk paintings, to contemporary literature. The dynamic fusion between tradition and modernity not only enriches the spiritual life of the people, but also crafts a unique Hanoi that embraces the world. To explore that topic further, our reporter had a conversation with Mr. Vương Xuân Nguyen, Director of Institute of Economics, Culture and Arts.
Over a span of more than 1,000 years to 1,014 years to be precise, Hanoi has met a rich system of values and profound cultural legacy through the fluctuations of history, encompassing both tangible and intangible cultural heritages. Notably, Hanoi boasts nearly 6,000 historical and cultural relics, with over 1,800 intangible cultural heritages. Furthermore, there are about 1,350 craft villages, with its gathering the essence and beauty of the diverse regional culture throughout different periods. 70 years within this 1,014-year journey may not seem long, yet it marks a significant transitional phase for Hanoi as the capital of the country. This period is especially characterized by the cultural imprint of a 1,000-year-old civilization. Hanoi has recognized culture and human factors as integral, as reflected in the capital law, which prioritizes the development of the cultural industry as one of the key economic sectors. Therefore, we can identify key factors that highlight cultural values, such as historical relics, craft villages, and intangible cultural heritages, to advance the cultural industry and strengthen sectors like agriculture. By associating economic development with cultural values, Hanoi clearly demonstrates that it is on the right path, as reflected by the annual influx of tourists, which accounts for 1/3 of the country's total number. After 2 years of implementing the resolution, Hanoi has generated over 3.5% of its GDP from the cultural industry. Furthermore, the special policies commemorating the 70th anniversary of the Capital Liberation Day offer a valuable opportunity to reflect on the cultural and historical values that have shaped the economic, cultural, and social achievements of the past 7 decades. What do you think about the role of cultural and artistic activities in supporting Hanoi's sustainable development? Yes, as we know, over the past 70 years, the development of Hanoi's culture has gone through several phases. The first phase, in the post-war period, emphasized using cultural and artistic activities, along with historical sites, to foster love for the homeland and restore the image of the heroic nation with a rich history. Particularly during the era of Ho Chi Minh, we experienced significant milestones, starting with the Điện Biên Phủ victory and culminating in the Capital Liberation, which affirmed that despite being a small country, we were able to defeat imperial regimes and enemies thanks to our 1,000-year civilization. It's evident that after over 30 years of international integration, Vietnam has embraced a vibrant new cultural identity, reflecting our potential and the needs of people for national development. Notably, Vietnam has become a culinary hub and a destination for many regions worldwide, with UNESCO recognizing the capital as a creative city. How has the fusion of traditional and modernity impacted the spiritual life of people in Hanoi? How has it made the city unique as it connects with the world? Recently, the capital law has emphasized that culture and people are essential for establishing the cultural industry as a key sector. Hanoi has recognized over 300 traditional craft villages among more than 1,750 craft villages, demonstrating the city's commitment to promoting both traditional and contemporary values. By integrating these two aspects, Hanoi seeks to harness cultural heritages to drive its economic and social development in an increasingly integrated world. In 2024, Hanoi organized and revived many festivals to boost economic development along with tourism and cultural development. For instance, festivals like the Peach Blossom and Kumquat Tree Festival, Lotus Festival, and the Region Hanoi Ornamental Creatures Festival returned. These events were held not just in craft villages but also in the center of Hanoi. This allows people in the capital to connect with the villages and attract more international visitors to Vietnam. Vietnam. Vietnam, along with Hanoi, will become an appealing destination. The city will become one of the most livable places and a tourist hotspot that everyone wants to visit. It will carry on the values established by our ancestors, a city of civilization, peace and creativity, and striving into a modern, civilized and livable city, a source of pride for all Vietnamese. Hanoi truly lives up to its name, and over the past 70 years, it has come to symbolize faith and hope.